Hey cinephiles, The Coffee Table is an early contender for the most effed up movie of 2024. The film follows Jesus and Maria, a couple going through a rough patch compounded by becoming new parents. As they move into a new chapter in their lives, they decide to buy a coffee table, a decision that will change their lives forever. It's this seemingly mundane to the point of being absurd synopsis that sold me on the film in the first place, as it tells us the who, what, when, where, why, but then dangles out what could pass for a clickbait headline. The first 20 minutes of The Coffee Table will have you wondering where on earth it's going, while the last hour will have you pulling your hair out over how in the hell it's going to end. This is a dark comedy from Spain that metastasizes into a psychological horror thriller. And when I say dark, I mean painted pitch black. Depending on your disposition, this will either be a huge recommendation or a huge whatever the opposite of a recommendation is. A recommendation? It's a sick and twisted film for sick and twisted people, guilty as charged, that I encourage all interested parties to go into as blind as possible, which is why I'm keeping this video as spoiler-free as possible. Unlike most films, the entire narrative revolves around its inciting incident, and to disclose that in a review would be irresponsible on my part and rob you of a truly unique viewing experience. An early scene sees the couple at a furniture store considering the coffee table in question. Jesus loves it, Maria hates it, and this Ron Jeremy-looking salesman, who feels like he just wandered in from a used car lot, does his damnedest to sell it to them both.
Y les aseguro que esta mesa, por diseño y por su nivel, les va a cambiar la vida a mejor. Les va a aportar felicidad al hogar. Es una mierda.
It's a hilarious exchange that establishes the film's playful yet edgy dialogue, the mannered and maintained performances, and its overall dour sensibility and presentation. It accomplishes a whole lot without doing a whole lot. My first indication that this film was in competent hands, specifically those of writer-director Caye Casas, who has been directing short films and anthology segments since 2009. He made his feature-length debut in 2017 with Killing God, and I suspect The Coffee Table will serve as a well-deserved breakout, signaling an exciting new voice who has plenty on his resume, if you can track it down, but even more promise to come. The film also served as my introduction to its two stars. Jesus is played by David Pareja, who has a particularly challenging tightrope to walk. He has to bottle up an ungodly amount of anxiety, and you can see him struggling to keep it in as it leaks through his pores. Maria is played by Estefanía de los Santos, who is far more extroverted with a great gravelly voice that conceals her vulnerability. What follows largely transpires within the couple's apartment over a single day. A perverse pressure cooker standing at the crossroads of Alfred Hitchcock's Rope and a stage play by Martin McDonagh. On that note, I actually think The Coffee Table could make for a killer play, albeit it would have to play off Broadway. I'm hesitant to say much more for the purposes of this video, so I'll sum it up like this. Much like the titular centerpiece, Casas sets the pieces in place along a sheer surface supported by a pair of striking figures. It's a ludicrous, intense, and deviant object. I give The Coffee Table 4 cups of coffee out of 5.
¿Todo esto por la mesita, en serio? ¿Qué está pasando, eh?
Distributed by Cinephobia Releasing, The Coffee Table is currently playing in select theaters and available to rent or buy on Amazon Prime Video with a wider home media release on May 14th. Once more people have had a chance to see this one, I'd love to dissect it further with a full plot breakdown. In the meantime, have you seen The Coffee Table? If so, what did you think of the film? If not, are you intrigued? I'd also love to hear from anyone who has seen any of Caye Casas' previous work. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you down there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Cineflect for video essays, film lists, and more.
I got this!
And click that bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. For Cineflect, I'm JS Lewis. Until next time, watch something good.